be talking about her life before Queen, life as Queen, and her execution. She was the second wife to Henry VIII, and she was born between 1500 and 1507, according to Laura Easkins, the creator of TudorHistory.org. And she was also sent to France during her teen years by her father, Thomas Boleyn, and she was taught how to be a lady and became friends with Mary, King Henry's sister. And then she also became Catherine of Aragon's lady-in-waiting, who was King Henry's first wife. Henry soon becomes interested in Boleyn, and he soon wants to start a relationship with her and have an affair. But she rejects his advances and states that she will not be his mistress, and she will only maintain the relationship if they get married. And the Britannica states that Anne and Henry were secretly married on January 25th, 1533, and on Easter, the marriage was made public to the people of England, and then on May 23rd, his marriage with Catherine was annulled. Anne gave birth to her first daughter, Elizabeth I, on September in 1533. And this is important because Henry remarried because he wanted a son, and as of right now, he still hadn't had a son. And the reason him and Catherine broke up because she was able to give him the heir, and the heir would solidify his reign in England and make sure that the monarchy would stay in his line. And he was obsessed with having a son. Britannica reports that Anne was also arrogant and was not popular with the royal court, and Henry would soon grow tired and rethink his marriage because he believes that it was a mistake, because even after 3 years of being together, he still doesn't have his son and he hasn't achieved his goal. And Anne did give birth to a son, but he was also stillborn, and she suffered 2 miscarriages during the marriage. And now I'll be talking about Anne's death. The historic royal palaces wrote that Henry begins to rethink the marriage because there was still no heir. Laura Easkins writes that Anne's enemies soon plot against Anne, and Henry soon starts having a relationship with Jane Seymour. Jane was Anne's head lady-in-waiting and also her cousin. Boleyn is accused of treason and adultery, and she was arrested on May 2nd, 1536 for treason. Britannica states that throughout her whole trial, she claimed to be innocent and never said anything that she was guilty. Anne was beheaded on May 19th, 1536, and protested her innocence until her last breath. And her last words were, "I have come here to die according to the law, and by the law I am judged to die, and therefore I will speak nothing against it. I pray God save the king, for a gentler nor a more merciful prince there was never." And after Jane's death, Henry married Jane Seymour only 11 days after her death. And Henry had 6 marriages with other women, and his goal was to have an heir, and he was never able to achieve that, and all of his wives were not able to do that. And he had 5 of the 6 wives, except Jane, all died from mysterious circumstances, or they were executed by him. And thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something about it. Thank you.